Hello everyone, welcome to the Xara template channel. This is lesson number 13 for the Xara Web Designer 365 premium software. In this video, we're going to be taking at the ability to name an object in your workspace, which is a new feature in Xara Web Designer 365 premium. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that you want to do is create an object and place it in your workspace. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and go to the toolbar and select the rectangle tool and draw a rectangle in our workspace. Once you have an object in your workspace, let's go ahead and go to the page and layer gallery. Once you're in the page and layer gallery, let's go ahead and expand that by clicking on the triangle button here. And then you'll see all the different layers in your page and layer gallery. In this case, I'm going to click on the triangle button for the mouse off layer. And once we expand that, you'll see that we have a rounded rectangle in our workspace. And that's the default name that it gives you for a rounded rectangle in Xara Web Designer 365 Premium. So let's go ahead and right click on that and select Rename Object. And this is going to allow us to rename the object. So in this case, let's go ahead and call it Rounded Rectangle 1. So maybe this is the first rounded rectangle that we have in our workspace, and we know that we're going to have many more rounded rectangles, and we could add in additional ones if we wanted to. So let's go ahead, go back to our workspace, select the selector tool, and then we're going to go ahead and hit Control C and then Control V to paste a new copy of that rounded rectangle. And in this case, I'm actually going to make it a vertical rectangle. And then in our page and layer gallery, we can go ahead and name that to something that's relevant to a vertical rounded rectangle. So in this case, let's go ahead and right click on it and select Rename Object. And then instead of calling it just rounded rectangle, we'll call it Rounded Rectangle Vertical. Okay, and maybe we can make it short for VRT. So Rounded Rectangle Vertical, and now we know that for this particular object, if we want to find it in our page and layer gallery, just look for Rounded Vertical Rectangle as the text. And this will really be helpful if you have a lot of objects in your workspace and you need to find out where it's positioned at in terms of what layer it's on or what position it's in on a particular layer. So I think you guys get the general idea that if you're looking for better organization in your workspace, add a name to your object so that you can easily find them. And if you select an object that has a name, you'll see that it highlights it in our workspace. So if I clicked on rounded rectangle, it highlights that. If I click on the other one, it highlights that object. So I hope that you found this video to be helpful, and if it was, don't forget to embed, comment, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned for future videos. If you're currently not a part of our Patreon page, please make sure you check that out. Any support that you give us will help us improve the quality of our YouTube channel as well as the frequency at which we release new videos. And in addition to that, you'll have access to exclusive videos as a Patreon supporter that won't be available to regular YouTube viewers. And also you'll have some say-so in the direction that we take this channel.